So one of the biggest things is the spiritual aspect, as well as just being here as a person and not as a number. It's also something that Marcel and Camelia do. Like, they just treat everybody with love, dignity, and respect and care, treat them as if they were their own family. So I am very appreciative for that. From a previous church I went to, I met Camelia and Marcel. My daughter danced with their daughter, and I was like, oh my God, I love them. They're great people. And then I was like, yep, nope, they have to take care of my final wishes. My name is Tamika Dent. I came into Paradise to complete my pre-planning for my daughter and myself. I had attended a seminar that was done at my church for pre-planning, and I got all the information and all the fear and worry and anxiety behind it out the way, so that when I came in, I was able to answer questions, ask questions, and I brought my 16-year-old daughter with me so that she can be a part of her own pre-planning services. I have a great sense of release because I have an only child. I have one daughter, she's the only child. I don't want her to have that pressure or that stress, because I'm like, it's hard enough losing your biggest support. So I do have a great sense of relief. I'm very appreciative to Paradise for providing the opportunity and even educating me on it so that I could take those steps, because I don't want her to have to stress about that day. I definitely was nervous beforehand. Nobody likes to talk about death and end-of-life care or anything. So I was definitely nervous coming into it. But by the time she finished, I was like completely fine. I didn't have a fear, didn't have a worry. They talked to me about the importance of making sure that everything is completed. You know, making sure that I have everything written out a certain way. And I was like, okay, like certain things I just didn't know. My daughter is 16, so she's still a minor. If something happens to me, I say, look, just think of it this way. When something happens to me, you just got to pick a date for a funeral. You don't have to write a check. You just have to pick a date. She was like, what? I'm like, you just pick a date. You don't have to all the stressfulness of trying to plan and what will mom want and all that. Everything is done. So Tahir did a very good job of actually explaining why pre-planning is important. You can have messy situations and nobody knows what you want. So at least this way, everything that you want is written out. Paradise, you just help take the fear and the anxiety away from it. Because I am one who is just like, yeah, no, I don't do anything at funeral homes. I'm not trying to do any of that stuff. But Paradise, it just put me at ease. And I was like, okay, why not? And from there, I called my mom and my dad and was like, hey, you guys need to do y'all pre-planning now. Like, I don't want to have that fear and the worry and the anxiety of doing it. So I need you guys to get on the ball and start that process too. So everybody has been looking forward to pre-planning now so that they can get all their affairs in orders as well.